real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Siobhan Pierce Avant says the defendant is her son, but her crack cocaine addiction ruined their relationship. Siobhan claims she's been trying to make amends to all of her children, but the defendant refuses to let her past go. She's suing her son today for parking tickets and emotional distress. Defendant Christopher Pierce says his mother always put drugs and men before him and his siblings, and the streets took better care of him as a child than she did. Christopher's countersuing his mother for emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Hi, Judge. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I love my son truly.
Do you? Be honest, no tell him.
My past has a lot to do with what's going on between us. And I wasn't a mother like I should have been.
Drug addict?
All the above.
What years?
It started August the 28th of 1986 when my mother died. And she died of killing herself. And my mother was an alcoholic, so she never raised me. And I didn't have no intention. When I gave birth to my children, I said in my heart that I wasn't gonna have them going through what I went through. But it turned out to be like that because I ended up doing alcohol, marijuana, cocaine.
Crack cocaine?
Yes, sir. Yes,
She
sir.
put that before us? For sure, for sure.
Yeah, most crack addicts do.
I was fighting.
How many times did you go to rehab?
I did 2 rehabs.
What years?
2008, and I did rehab in 2011.
Okay, so 87, 97. So you went 21 years without even trying to get help.
Yes.
I think it was longer than that.
That's where you messed up,
Yes.
in my opinion. That's why I would be critical of you.
Well, at that time, Your Honor, I was married to his father, and
Was he a crack addict also?
he was using drugs as well. But the thing is,
Put him on it.
He,
You showed
no,
him the
that
ropes
is not
about
true.
it.
That is
Don't
not
say
the
he
case.
was a
That is
crackhead.
not
You showed
true.
him the
That
ropes.
is not true.
That is the truth. Don't get on this show and start
is
lying.
not
That's
true.
the truth. You lying. That's the
Okay,
truth.
but anyway, Your Honor, in the meantime, between time, I tried over and over to make things up, make peace with my children, making amends with them. But I can't let my past define me for who I am right now.
That was 2011. You've been in recovery since then?
I went to Harriet Tubman recovery in this year, February of this year.
So that was your third time.
That was my third time.
You told me only twice.
That was my 3 times, Your Honor. That was my third time.
Why
that
did
was
you tell me twice?
Because I didn't think about this year.
Okay. When did you relapse from 2011, and how long did you stay on drugs from 2011?
Off and on.
For how many years?
She's still doing the stuff.
No, I'm not doing anything.
You
I
probably
have
ain't doing it
6
no more.
months
You
clean.
stop now, but you'll be back.
I have
See,
6
I don't know what
months
to
clean
trust.
on me.
Man, all right.
Let her finish so we can get an understanding, and
You right.
then I'll let you tell me, and then I'll analyze it myself.
Indeed.
So, 2011, off and on.
Off
What
and
does
on.
that mean? Every 6 months? Once a year for 10 years? What does off and
it'd
on
be like
mean?
every 6 months to once a year.
Pardon?
It'd be like every 6 months
The
to a
exact
year.
thing I said, huh?
It would be like that.
Yeah, ma'am.
But it would
I don't believe
also.
you being sincere. Let me
Man,
talk.
that ain't none of that.
Judge.
Let me talk to him, ma'am. Let me talk to
Yeah,
him.
well, let's get to the real bottom of the solution.
Oh, shit.
All right? Now. I'm the only boy. All right? Let's get to it. She only had 3 kids. She got 2 girls, and she got me. I'm the only boy. So you imagine us boys always want their mama in their life. You feel me? She always was a step around the corner, right around the way. It wasn't like she was all the way this and that and this and that. We right here, she next door with another getting high. Can't help me with my homework, can't help me do nothing.
That's not the truth.
That's true. I don't got no memories. I could remember half of memories. You hear me? Only memory I got is my daddy taking care of us all out our whole lives. She in and out our whole life rolling, just gone. Come in, go out.
Why are you laughing, man?
That's not the truth.
But that's not anything to laugh at.
No, man. Look, hey, Max,
hold on.
Max, pay attention
You've
to me.
admitted to being a crack addict.
Yes.
And when your son starts telling you the effect it has had on him, you start laughing.
Man, I'm used to it, man. That's nothing to worry about, man. Listen.
Start referring to me with a little more respect, Judge Mathis.
Judge
all right?
Mathis, I'm sorry, Judge Mathis. I don't mean no disrespect,
No problem.
King. You know how we get down.
No problem. Go ahead.
I don't even care about it no more, man. It's just like when you numb, man. You know what I'm saying? Numb is numb. You try so much to try to be a son to a parent and try to do the best you can do and still give, and they just take and don't even see what they supposed to see in you. You feel me? I got my own kids to worry about. Trying to build a relationship with somebody that's go break it back up, get close to and break it back up. It ain't even worth it, bro. When you got a bigger picture to look at. I want you to be around my kids and be a real grandmama to them. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I really want now. It ain't nothing you can do for me and you. I'm damaged by you. I'm damaged. So the love, the respect and the love I do have for you, we can keep it. But you know, growing up as looking for a woman to be a mother to you and her family treating you like Charlie trash, bro. These people that you say call a family that show mama, sister, and them, they didn't give a about us. Excuse my language, Your Honor, but they ain't care about us. They're all supposed to be saying, hi, big cuz, hi, big uncle, hi, auntie, hi, this and that. Them people ain't my family, man. You know who my family is? The streets. The streets is my family. The street fed me and took care of me more than our own people did. The crazy part about it is, when you go knock on the door and ask your mama to help you with homework and they close the door in your face.
That is.
And that's not no lie. Okay, G, we ain't gonna get all into it.
Wants to be able to show this on TV, you gotta stop the cursing.
I'm sorry.
I'm bleep it every.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't trying to. I just
we do want to hear it, though.
Yeah.
I do want to hear it because I want people to know the effects, how your children feel when you abandon them for drugs. I want people to see this.
It's
I know.
true. That's what I'm saying. Excuse me for the cursing.
I know.
But I'm just letting you know. It's just like when you traumatized and growing up, and like me as a man growing up and trying to have women's in my life, I'm looking at women's as they like my mama. When a boy at a young age traumatized from his mama, and as growing up, he lost.
Yeah.
You get me?
And
I had my father, the only one on the side of me. He died 2014, February 10th at 10:30 at night. That's the only man that carried thought back through this whole world. He could have gave my sister them up. That wasn't even his kids. He could have gave them away. Can you picture a young boy growing up, people telling me, this man ain't my father, this who your daddy is, this not your daddy. This woman put me in the cold for a man. Me and my son when it's pouring down raining.
I know you telling the doggone lie.
Man, Charlie, man, this ain't no lie. The man said I called.
It is a lie.
I'm at
You
a
a lying your
bro, the
tail
man
off. That
told
is
the
not
man
the
called her, told her he can't come back in my house. Told her that I called her a B, and I ain't said. She took the word and put me out the house with me and my baby. I said, Mom, you really gonna put me out? Listen to what this man said. Man, this is his house. He don't want you here. Like, what's wrong with you? But this is what I'm used to. You always put mans before us.
How dare you?
It could get deeper than this if you want to keep going deeper. Ain't
Go.
nothing no
Do
lie.
your thing, because you lying real
I asked
good.
if this what you wanted.
You
I'm gonna bring the
you're
truth
lying.
out.
You're lying.
And you can
Finish
say
telling
what
the
you want to
story.
say. That's the facts,
Finish
Your Honor.
telling
You
the
hear me?
judge your
I can give you all the
story.
rundown, the addresses
by all
and everything.
means.
Just the same as well right now. Anything this woman give me, I gotta give it back. I gotta give it back. I'm not giving you nothing back because you damaged my life. So anything you give me, I feel like it's all paid for, baby.
Let me say this. You sound like you have a lot of potential to have been a very good student. You were wasted to drugs. Let me hear from you, ma'am. You want to address any of that?
I want to address all of that, yes, because the stuff that he's bringing up, Your Honor, I was in an abusive relationship with his father. I admit, yes, my drugs did a lot of damage, but I was also damaged as a child, too. I was raised with an alcoholic family. My mother was an alcoholic. My mother dropped us off from here and there and everywhere. My grandparents is what took care of me and raised me.
But I ain't turning out to an addict. I turned around. I ain't turned out to no addict. I ain't go right
My
there.
grandparents
You know what I did?
was
I turned to raise
raising me
every
until
last
they
one,
couldn't
6 of my
raise me
kids right now.
anymore.
I'm raising them right now.
I
I
done
ain't
been
no
through
crap.
molestations. I done been through a whole lot of different things Your Honor, that I had no intention
Cut
of
it
putting
out.
my
You're using
children
excuses
through
on
it all.
TV. Stop telling
Not
excuses.
putting my children through it all, Your
All
Honor.
excuses.
At the end of the day, whatever my kids ask for, I'm still there for them.
Let me go back first of all and let you know that it's unfortunate the things that happen to you in your life that you attribute your drug addiction to, and many people who are traumatized during their life do become drug addicted to escape the pain. Thank God you've been a very strong young man. If
Man, I'm
you
strong
never-
through my kids,
Yeah,
man.
you've been very
I got
strong.
4
kids
girls
was
and
making
2
me
But what I
boys.
want to say about your drug addiction, ma'am, is that my problem with all your apologies and all the reasons, he says excuses, some people might say excuses, I say reasons. You talked about their father was abusing you, implying that that's what kept your drug. He's been gone now, and you still getting high as of last year.
Man, Yana, let's check this
You said
out.
it. Hold on. You said you were getting high
No, I'm
last
not denying
year.
that. I'm not
Then why
denying
are you
that.
shaking your head?
No, I'm not denying that
What are you
part.
shaking your head about?
I'm shaking the part that even though his father had been gone since 2004, yeah, but I was divorced from his father, Your Honor. And I was there.
You did my daddy wrong. Look, Yana, I'm gonna tell you
I was
something.
there
Hold
for
on,
his-
sir.
I-
Ma'am, you're giving me some crackhead stories. You said something real crackhead.
Man, it's for the
said
trash.
something
Hey,
real
check it out.
crackish.
Check it out,
I
y'all.
said
It's for the
something out of
trash. Hey,
nervousness.
Mathis, Judge Mathis, let me talk to him. Excuse me, adjusting to you. When you got a father, after a woman go to jail, right? Take you every time it's time to go visit, even short on rent, to go visit you in jail. You get out and go marry the man that didn't do nothing for us. Nothing. You get out and go to the man and do nothing for us.
Your Honor.
Man, nobody
This is
hearing that.
part
Your
of what
Honor,
he's
go
talking
back to this
about,
case.
that I had divorced
Adjust it
his
to your
father.
talk.
Let her respond to that.
I told my husband I didn't want no more relationship with him. I didn't want to be in a marriage with him. He said, well, fine, I'm going to hit you where it hurts at. Knowing that my kids was my pride and joy, he took my kids, Your Honor, and told the people that I left my kids in the house by themselves for 6 months, which was a lot. Never did
In
I.
jail. We talking about when you were in jail.
This going into it, Your Honor. This going into the fact of that.
Man, my daddy
But
took
couldn't
care of
take
us.
your
man.
kids.
Man,
if
adjusting,
when
man.
were
You
in
said
jail.
something
going
on my
into-
He
dad.
said he brought
This
him
going
to
into the
visit
sto-
you.
Bro,
he brought him to
the
visit
man,
you.
This is
look,
going
she was
into the-
sneaking.
this
She
going
was sneaking
into
with
the
the first
story,
baby
Your
daddy and
Honor.
having him coming to see her in jail.
This is going into the
man,
story.
Come on, cut it out, man. Cut it
This
out.
going
If you
into
don't
the
get on this
story.
thing, you said you want to do this, we're going to do this right. You said
This
it's supposed to
going
make us
into
get
the
close
daggone
and bring us
story.
together. Bring it right.
Your Honor.
You ain't bringing
You
nothing
see
but
what you
trailer
did?
trash.
And you still smoking crack as of last year. After this, see what you did? You see
Man,
what you did to
it's
this
full
young
of
man?
crap, man.
And
It's
you
full of crap.
still
Man,
get
I got
high.
anger in my heart and my chest from this, man.
Right.
I'm not finna be lying about this. You said it's supposed to bring us closer. Put the truth out there. Stop hiding it. The man that she went and left my daddy for to go back and marry.
That was my high school sweetheart. That's
The
my
man,
daughter's
the high
children.
school sweetheart. The man used to live with us. You hear me? My daddy let this man live in my house. Guess what we used to do?
Mean?
And you know how it feel to sleep on crates and boxes and 20 covers in a hallway?
We're
your
going to
lie
get
out
to the
there.
tickets, but let me say this,
your lie
ma'am.
out there.
Ma'am, let me say
You
this.
making me sound like I ain't. No, put your lie out there.
You sound like what? Making
No, you want the
sound
truth.
Hold
I'm
on,
giving you
sir.
my respectability
Making
in
me
my
sound
life.
like
What
a-
I
That's what I'm
on, sir.
saying.
Making you sound
He's
like
making
what?
me sound like a piece of. It ain't all true.
Well, I don't know if I would use the same terminology.
We've been in. How many shelters we
in
lived
a
in? Hold on,
different-
Your Honor. How
in
many
a
shelters I lived
different
in?
terminology.
How many shelters we
I
lived
done
in?
came
Hold on, Your Honor.
past
How
that,
many
Your
shelters I
Honor.
lived in?
I'm
How
getting
many
better,
shelters
Your
we
Honor.
lived in? We lived in 3 different shelters. 3 of them. How
How
many
did I know
times you
that?
had my daddy with rent? Cut it out. You got fired at that marshal for stealing out the register. I
Boy, you
found the
got to
truth
be
out about
careful. You a
that.
liar.
Come on now, let's
And
get
let
it
me
going.
say to our viewers, some of you might say, why the judge letting them go on? I want you all to see the effects of drug addiction on your children. Now, we know that the country was flooded with crack and drugs in the 80s. She's a
1980.
person who was consumed with that. She, however, didn't do her best. You haven't made a sincere effort to either redeem yourself or embrace
Honor, I
what
think I'm
you've
doing
done.
darn good
or
because
embrace
I
what
have
you've
not
done.
touched a
And I
drug
want to
since
tell you, go
February
ahead and
of
talk
14.
crackish all you want.
I
I want to
haven't
tell
touched-
you, opioid addicts, you're next. You're next. That's what you're going to see. This is what you're doing to your children. Just what she did to hers. you were a crackhead, and I
Back
hope
then.
you still aren't, because you
Back
claim
then.
you went to rehab. I asked you how
Back
often
then.
you've been doing
And
it
I
every
didn't care
year.
about
I
this
say
year.
once or twice a year. Yeah, once or twice a year. That means 20, 30, 40, 50 every
John,
day.
I've been getting high ever since August the 28th of 1986.
I know. You had to tell me something I don't know. He's
But
showing
at
me
the
that.
end of the day,
He'll
I've
show
been
you.
fighting
I can
for
look
my
at him
own
and
life.
know
I've
how-
been
I
fighting
can
for
listen
my
to him
life.
and know how long you've been getting high,
Okay, but
man.
I've been fighting
What's
for
your
my life
counterclaim
despite.
for? How does she owe you $5,000?
She owe me $5,000 for all the stress. My life is messed up. I can't move through life right, Yana. Only thing that keep me together is the 6 kids that I put out here. And the 6 kids I put out here, it helps build me up to show me I can be a better parent than what my parents was.
Give me something she's done specifically to you in the last 2 years that has caused
Oh,
you
that's
emotion.
easy. Let's go.
Give
Every
it
time
to
I
me.
get close to her,
gotta
she
have
crushes
something
me.
specific, though.
Every time I get close to her, crush. Like, for instance,
Tell me.
let's go to what she's suing me for. Let's go to that reroute.
The parking tickets?
Yeah, let's go to that. Boom, we come down here to Chicago, go to Nissan dealership, go get a little nice car. They end up off my credit was bogus. I ain't got no good credit, you know what I mean? But I had the money. They was like, man, we need somebody with credit. I'm like, I ain't got nobody to co-sign for me anything. So I end up, call her OG, you know. She do it. They call her, we go pick her up, everything. Now the crazy part is, I don't feel like I'll take the lawsuit, because I did put parking tickets in her name. I ain't gonna lie, I did. A lot of them, I did. So back to the real solution, we get the car. I get finding out like, man, this is something supposed to bill on my name. She's supposed to be a co-signer on my car. So after I got to seeing, like, my credit score ain't going up, I'm like, what's going on? I get to looking at paperwork. Now I get to looking. I look, I'm like, man, babe, my name ain't on none of these paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only say her name on everything. I wish I still had the paperwork to prove it to you.
And when you mention it to her, what did she say?
I tell her, I say, Mom, you know you own this vehicle.
No.
I said, this your vehicle, you know you own this vehicle. I'm like, it's in,
He knew that when we walked out of Nissan.
I'm like, everything is in your name. My name is not on nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, you need to get in contact with Nissan and let them know they got the paperwork wrong. You're supposed to be the co-signer, not the owner of my vehicle. She ain't processing this right, you feel me? Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it, son, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, it is. I'm like, I'm gonna just pay the car, I'm gonna pay a thing.
Ma'am, you didn't go and get his name put on it?
No.
Your Honor, I was sitting up there fighting against it. I was like, my name ain't supposed to be on this. This is supposed to be his car, not mine.
No.
Yeah.
He has asked you to straighten it out, and you have it.
And
That
I've
is
been doing
emotional
that.
distress.
And-
I will grant you your parking tickets, and I will grant you your $5,000 for the emotional distress you had to endure. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
All right.
Good luck to you, man. I think you
that.
should go
Can I
to
get a
counseling.
testimony, baby?
Yeah, stay strong, man.
Man, I'm always strong, man, you know. I still love you, mama. I always gonna love you, baby. You hear me? This gonna do nothing but bring us closer, and all the stress I had on my chest is off of it now.
I just want you to know I'm proud of you. Everything that you was doing, this is what I was trying to say. That I'm proud of you, everything that you have accomplished. And every time you call me and ask me, I always say I'm proud of you. I never knocked you, and
You
never,
do.
none of that. None of that. And I just want you to know that I am getting better. That I am working better.
I see that you was just little than that. You was just
I'm
little than that
getting
like
better.
about a couple months ago.
You know,
Soon as
but
went
I'm
to my
just
sister's
gonna
house, she
like I
got
tell
healthy
you,
and back.
Don't watch my footwork, watch my action.
Hey,
I'm
let's
done.
go then. Cause I got footwork and action, baby. We gonna put it
Done.
together.
Plaintiff Jamel Jordan dated the defendant, and things were going well until her ex got out of prison. Jamel claims after the defendant found text messages in his phone from another woman, she vandalized his vehicle, so he's suing. Defendant Alexis Dean says Jamel falsely accused her of cheating on him with her ex, and he is the one who cheated on her with multiple women, and she found actual proof. However, Alexis insists she didn't do anything to Jamel's vehicle.
Start with you.
Well, me and her, we met on Facebook.
When?
This was 2018.
Okay.
And then we kind of hit it off pretty well from there. Did a lot of date nights. We took a lot of trips. Went to LA a couple times, went to Vegas, went down to Florida. We hit it off really well. Everything was pretty good pretty much until her ex got out of prison.
What year was that?
That was 2020.
What happened?
Pretty much like everything went downhill. Our communication, it sucked. We would go days without seeing each other.
Did you ask her about it?
Yeah,
Say, what's up? I ain't been seeing you, and we ain't been getting together.
and she would just deny it
I
and go
object.
on.
That is
about-
not true.
She would go on about it and say like, oh, well, no, it's nothing, or I'm with the kids, or she would use any little excuse to try to get away from it.
What'd you find out?
I mean, I really didn't find out nothing, Your Honor, but
Exactly.
And what you
deep down
talking about?
Exactly.
I mean, but my
What you talking about?
gut feeling, once he came home from prison,
Did you all break up over that mess about your gut?
no.
What y'all break up over?
We broke up because she thought I was cheating, which I was. I was entertaining other
Well,
females.
then don't put it
Thank
on her.
you.
It's your thing.
His
But I
girlfriend
didn't
got out of
cheat, Your
jail.
Honor.
Yeah, your girlfriend got out of jail, huh? You ever catch her doing anything?
No.
Or anything that you can say that might sound convincing, or just your gut? Did y'all break up over anything having to do with
Just
her?
his gut.
Did you try and rationalize your cheating based on your gut suspicion?
Oh, Your Honor, I know, like, when her ex got out of prison, that's what she was spending her time with. Like, she wasn't with me, she was with him. That's
Did he
what
have any money?
Yes, he has money.
How long had he been in prison?
He did 2 years in prison.
And he was selling weight? You mean you don't know? Why are you saying all this stuff and you don't know? And you
He's
talk with the
assuming,
woman about
Your
it?
Honor.
That's her, listen, Your Honor, that's her ex.
He's assuming.
He knows she wants a thug. I'm not a thug. That's just what she wants.
That's my point, but you need to know then. That's why I'm asking you. These are the questions you needed to ask. So he got money and he got shooters and he got raped for 2 years. Okay, when he come back, she getting with him.
Squares don't think like that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, sir. And I'm glad you are not involved in the criminal life.
I'd just rather go to work. Give me a 9 to 5. Give me a job. I ain't got all that to do. Just give me a job. I'll work a 9 to 5.
There you go. My man, you ain't got to do none of that. That's right.
I don't have to do none of that.
I love it. And that's who you should be with. What happened?
I was, and he cheated. So
Who cheated first?
Technically,
He
I did not
cheated.
cheat, Your Honor.
You went back to that money.
I have
No, you
not
did.
cheated. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't texting anyone else. I work 24/7. I have 3 children. I'm a stay-at-home mom and chill type of vibe. He knew
Make time
that.
for
He knew
what you
everything
want.
about me before we got more serious, and he took it upon himself to go ahead and let his gut take it somewhere else. And that's what ended us, because I ended up catching him with actual proof that he was cheating. So that's what ended it all for me, because he is still gut
Your Honor, I
guessing
never cheated.
stuff all the time.
But I
You
never cheated.
admitted you cheated.
I never cheated.
You said you did. You said it in here. What are you talking about?
I
Already
entertained.
won.
I didn't cheat.
Now you want to switch up.
I was entertaining. I was texting a couple females, and that's when everything
You
got
also
heated
had
between us.
sexual relationships with other females.
I did not. I did not.
I seen
not
it.
have
The
any
proof was
sexual
in the
relations with any
pudding.
other
I actually
females.
seen the
I
proof.
entertained. I was talking to other females.
Gremlin
I said I was
looking
wrong in
females
that.
at
I was talking to other
The
females.
females were so dusty, they look like gremlins. And I'm an attractive female. I already wasn't going to go for you because you were kind of just different for me. And I went ahead and stepped out. He was a sweet guy. And he showed me different things. I'm a young mom. I didn't know traveling or anything. So it was nice. And it wasn't just about the lavish things. He was a chill vibe. We would watch movies, little sweet stuff like that. Our conversations. Everything about our relationship at first was trusting. I was able to vibe with him off the fact that I trusted him.
And you
he
messed
knew
it
my
up
history.
worried about the
He
dope,
messed
man.
everything up, messing with the gremlins. That's exactly what happened.
What was the other with Dusty? Yeah, the
Yes,
Dusty.
dusty looking gremlins.
They were respectable women.
But he wants something to do with the dusties. I don't got
Not
time
if
for
you
that.
stop cheating with the dope man.
I wasn't doing it.
No, you trying to get that money back.
No.
You want it back?
Do I want her back?
Yes. Would you get back with her if she would accept you?
No. I just would like things taken care
Ain't
of.
got nobody else
Things
like
I
her.
didn't
Who
even
you
do.
got? Them Dusty,
Dusty and gremlin.
They're not gremlins. They're respectable women. She just don't like.
You can stay with those respectable women that look like gremlins. I'm gonna keep my cute self over here and do what I do. Trust me, I don't have time for anything.
That's right. All right, so you'll never be lonely. Huh?
Never. And I like being lonely, honestly. It's not about
But
that.
it's by choice.
I take care of my kids and I stay at home and chill.
Love
You wouldn't
it.
have been with me and tried to be with me if you didn't believe that. So,
Love it. I love both of y'all as individuals. I really respect both of y'all as individuals. Let's get to the car damages you're suing her for, the truck damages. What happened?
Now, Your Honor, we're at my house one night. We're having a couple drinks, and she picked up my phone to play some music, and she had seen a message from a girl. Now, from them messages, she went through, she crept a little more, she seen a little bit more, and then she got upset. So we got into an argument, real big argument. Then she ended up leaving. We kept arguing over the
it
phone,
didn't happen
through text
exactly
messages.
like that, but go ahead.
We argued through phone and through text messages, and we kept going, and she just kept going on how she was gonna ruin my life, and she was gonna mess with my car, and
Your
I'm
Honor,
not
that is
thinking nothing
not
about
true.
it. I'm an honest guy. So I wake up the next morning, I get ready to go to work, I come out to busted windows, sliced tires, broken rear view mirrors, and then I got the tires fixed. I was gonna drive it to the shop to get it fixed. I get halfway to the shop and the truck dies. I end up having to get it towed. There I get it towed. They tell me that it got a tank full of sugar.
All right, now, what day was the argument? What night?
This was the night of April 27th.
And you woke up that morning in April of 28,
April 28th.
and your car was destroyed. All right, to start with you, ma'am, did you all have an argument on April 27th, the
We
night
did
of
have
April
an argument.
27th?
Yes, sir. We had the argument. When I came over his house, we were sitting there chilling and everything. I had brought a bottle of Henny so he can drink, and I'm not much of a drinker, but at the time I could tell that he had been off with his moods and everything, so I wanted to see something. Kept letting him drink a little bit more, and whenever I went through the phone, he was already drunk, so I was able to have the time I needed to go through it. He was texting.
Got you drunk. You didn't get him drunk to get him in the mood. You guys cold-blooded. See what you learned from the street? That is nothing but from the street. Get him drunk and go and let him fall out. I go through his phone. Go ahead, Slick.
Thank you.
But I was able to go through the phone. He was cheating, Your Honor. He had one female he actually was sexual with. He had two other females he was talking to. There was Facebook stuff.
don't have proof of
stuff that I didn't even, like, there was no proof I did anything.
You
'cause
all
I
had
didn't
been
do it.
together how long at that?
We had been together for about a year, well, 2 years at the time. So yeah, and there was no problem before all of this. But when I seen all of that, I made sure I snapped out. We cursed each other out and everything. He denied it, even though it was right there. So it
Did
really
you
didn't
threaten
make
to
any
do
sense.
something to his car?
No, Your Honor, I did not.
I don't believe you.
I wish I had the text messages. I wish I had the text
I
messages.
believe you threatened him, and I believe you did it.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't do anything,
Yes, you
Your Honor.
did. They got you.
See,
You can't stop grinning. You say, how the judge know everything about me? Maybe it's experience in all facets of life, particularly that life. All right, and then his life. That's how I know so many facets. I was a street guy, then I became a square.
yeah, but that life only gets you so far. That's why I wanted no parts more. It became that
And
anything.
you did right by going him, and you need to go back.
No.
With a check in hand, with a check in the amount, you might as well, you got to pay him $3,982. It's your judgment. I believe you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Your Honor. Told you I always win.
I wish you knew I wasn't cheating in the first place. You wouldn't have been here in the first place, so whatever.
Oh, here you go. Have fun with the dope, man.
I wasn't with him. Have fun with them dusty gremlins you like so much.
Plaintiff Sharon Anderson says the defendant has been friends with her daughter for 10 years, and Sharon allowed the defendant and her dog to move into her rental property. However, the defendant's dog damaged the home, so she's suing. Defendant Emily Safansky says Sharon is like a second mother to her, and although she does admit that her dog damaged the home, she feels Sharon should get more than one estimate for the damages.
Start with you.
Okay, well, I've known Emily for approximately 10 years. One day, when she was around 10 years old, I gave her and my daughter and another one of their friends $10 to go across the street to get a soda and a bag of chips or, a candy bar. So I come home.
Please don't tell me they bought crack instead.
No, sir, they're not
They
those
didn't get
kind of
started
kids.
that early, did- okay.
No. So anyway, I was upstairs on the 3rd floor of the house, and the smoke alarm goes
I
off.
told you, yeah.
Smoke.
And so I come running down the
Oh, yeah,
stairs.
I can predict
Yeah.
what's happening. Go ahead.
Unbelievable.
You go running downstairs. And
I
there's
come
pipes
running down the
everywhere.
stairs, and the downstairs floor is filled with smoke. I look over, and there's smoke coming out of the microwave, and Emily's looking at me. I'm like, Emily, what happened? She says, I don't know. I come over, and I open up the microwave, and there's oodles of noodles in there. And unfortunately, Emily, she was only 10 at the time, but she forgot to put water in the oodles of noodles when she was supposed to get a candy bar and a soda, and it blew up the microwave.
Well, don't feel bad. I do that today. I've done that 5 times older. All right.
But other than that, they're really good girls. They Emily actually is just finishing up her associate's degree, working part-time as a waitress, and my daughter just finished a dental school.
All right, good enough. And you tell me about yourself.
So, as Sharon said, I have known Sharon and her daughter for approximately 10 years. And her and her daughter, they mean a lot to me. Sharon herself is like another mother to me. I care about both of them a lot. And her and her daughter, they are a trip. They are so funny. I mean, I'll be over here, doing my own thing, like cooking the noodles, as she said, right? Forgetting to add the water in them, and they're blowing up the microwave. And her daughter over here on the side, they like play fight and horse around, and her daughter gets upset and just wham!
I don't know about that.
Maybe not that far.
I think I'd have to tell my son, you took a joke too far.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, tell me about the property damage you're suing for. What happened here?
Okay, so the beginning of March, Emily, her boyfriend, my daughter, and her boyfriend signed a lease to move into my house. And Emily and I had a separate pet agreement for her dog, Tony, the Rottweiler, to move into the house as well.
They didn't need an agreement for you. They needed one from the co-tenants. That's a big, dangerous dog, but go ahead. So what was the agreement with you on having the additional tenant?
The agreement with Tony, the Rottweiler, living there was that if when Emily moved out and there was any property damage, that she would be completely responsible for that damage. Well, she sent me a text message the beginning of June, out of the blue, I'm moving out. So I asked her what happened, and I guess she was having some disagreements with her boyfriend. She's young, 21. We all have disagreements with our boyfriend or girlfriend at 21.
No, at 91.
Yeah.
As well, 101 as well.
So she moved out, and I went to the house a couple days later, and I noticed the hardwood floor downstairs was heavily scratched. And so I, sent her a text message because I couldn't get her on the phone, and she indicated, yes, Tony did it, but my parents are going to kill me because there's going to be thousands of dollars worth of damage. I had an estimate within a week later and gave her the estimate, and that was the last I heard of it. So,
Young lady?
So, as Sharon said, all of that is correct and is true. My dog did cause the damage. I had no issues there with paying her back. It was just a matter of, when and how, pretty much. So, and then another thing, I was also initially under the impression that pet fee covered any kind of damages or went towards the damages. But then And when I reread over the agreement, it did state in there that that was not the case and that it was just a $100 pet fee just to have Tony live there.
All right, he paid less than everybody else. That's all.
Right.
What did everybody else pay? $500
Exactly.
a month, and all right, he got a good deal. No?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't
right.
hate on him.
That's.
All right.
And I also additionally was waiting to see if she would conduct any more estimates as well. But after the first one, it kind of seemed like that was where we were at.
Why don't you get one?
Well, that's what I was going to go ahead and get one. It was kind of just.
Took a picture and take it down.
Yeah,
to
I could have
people
did
who
it
do
myself.
to the floor shop.
Right.
So don't complain about her only getting one estimate. If you want more estimates, get it yourself.
Yeah. Right.
And what's your income like? Do you make over $25,000 a year? Did you lose any work time because of COVID-19?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have you received stimulus checks?
I believe I have, yes.
What do you mean you believe? You
Well,
don't got
I don't.
Has the federal,
Yes,
has
I should
Donald
have.
Trump, this is how
Yes,
it's going.
yes,
Donald Trump is sending a letter. Well, at least he was when he was giving it out. President of the United States.
From the kindness of my heart.
Right.
And even if I did receive that paycheck, I probably would have spent it in like a day.
All right.
So,
You have
knowing me.
Judge before the plaintiff. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, sweetie.